I have a beautiful story for you that needs coffee and nuts, and enjoy the details. The story begins with a young man named John from a rich family engaged in real estate business. John is well-mannered, handsome, excels in his studies, studies electrical engineering. His life is confined between home and study, and he does not like to go out much. One day, going to a restaurant to take a meal, he noticed a beautiful girl with soft features, green eyes, and blonde hair. This girl immediately entered his heart, but he was ashamed to talk to her or even look at her. He felt a strange sensation for the first time in his life, but he did not know who she was or where she lived, and she looked younger than him, 17 years old, while he was 20 years old. The days went on, and John was going to the restaurant at the same time, hoping to see her again. After several attempts, he saw her again, but could not talk to her because of his shyness. However, he kept thinking about her and wished that circumstances would bring them together again. One time, after many attempts, he finally managed to talk to her with difficulty and told her that he liked her and that he would like her to keep his number if she was interested. The girl, named Diana, took his number without a promise to call. A few days later, she called him and a beautiful love affair began between them over the phone. John found out that Diana is from Argentina, and her family's financial situation is difficult, as her father owns a small clothing store that barely covers the family's needs. The relationship between them developed in the hope of marriage, and John promised Diana that he would marry her as soon as he graduated and got employed. 3 years later, John graduated and was appointed to a government job with a good salary, telling his mother about his desire to marry Diana. But his mother objected to marrying a foreign and poor girl and insisted that he marry a girl from a rich family. After great pressure from his family and his mother's illness from the severity of the oppression, John decided to end his relationship with Diana out of fear for his mother. When he told her about it, Diana promised him that she would marry no one else. John lived a painful internal struggle because of his love for her. He broke off contact with her after he sent her a sum of money as help to her family, which was going through difficult circumstances. And after a while, John married a girl chosen by his mother and had 3 children with her. Years passed, and John forgot about his story with Diana, until one day, 8 years later, Diana called again to tell him that she was still faithful to her promise and had not married anyone else. Shocked by this news, John tells him that her father has died and that she is struggling in the management of her father's shop due to debts. John decided to help her again, sent her a large sum but without intending to return with her. Your likes support us, and your subscription guarantees you the pleasure of the upcoming stories. Several days later, John took his little daughter to one of the salons to buy a school uniform, and there he met the salon manager who turned out to be Diana. The meeting was unexpected and shocking for both, and Diana told him that she was still faithful to him, and that she was able to succeed in business thanks to the amount he gave her. Her life radically transformed, and she became the owner of a chain of salons. John could not resist his feelings for Diana, and finally decided to end his previous marriage and marry Diana in order to live a happy life with her, achieving the love he had always dreamed of.